Well, welcome back, everybody. Another great day for another camping adventure. We're starting off great. Already tripped over my own feet and about spilled my coffee. Oh my goodness. I'm just being a mess today. But I'm really looking forward to this trip. Thanks everybody for coming along. I really appreciate you. And I'm just ready to get this going. It's a gray day though. Oh my goodness. We've had rain for almost, well, the past 4 days. Today is just, it's cold, it's gray, damp, and a heavy mist. So I don't care. Let's get down to the campground and enjoy ourselves. You folks take care, and I'll see you when we get there. All right, everybody. Well, we've made it down to our campsite, and my goodness, these campsites, I'm glad I'm doing this in the wintertime, because these campsites, here, let me turn around here for a second. Pardon the whip around. Woo! Oh, get a little dizzy there. These dudes are tight. They are just right on top of each other. My goodness. But, whip back around. Here's our little campsite. Walk down here. I think I did pretty good. Picked out a pretty nice one here. I'm going to watch my step here. And we've got a nice, oh, if you can see, nice, I guess they call that a pad. Here's our little walk down to our picnic area. And no, I mean, everything is really damp, but that's all right. It's not muddy. Probably because it's, you know, people coming and going, it's just packed down so much. Fire ring, looks like, shoe doesn't even really look wet. But here's our view. Pan around a little bit. This is a gorgeous view. Oh my goodness. Got a little, maybe able to tell there's a little valley down there, a couple ridges to each side. I mean, the camping sites are a little tight, but this one's poked back in the woods pretty good. I'm pretty happy. I really am. Wasn't sure what we're going to run into. So we are going to get camp set up and get us a fire going. So I'll see you by the fire shortly. Watch my step. Oh, the birds are out. Well, this is a little damp, so we're going to give it our best shot. Let's see here. This guy. I'm going to wedge him in here one way or another. Oh, you just don't want to cooperate, do you, buddy? It is what it is. All right. Let's try to get a little base down here, just up above everything. There we go. This little joker here. All right, let's start over. That's a little better. This guy up. Again, I'm using the paper towel because I so forgot to pick up a long lighter to stick in there. Gives me a little bit of reach. Just something to get her started. That's nice. Nice piece. All right. I'll fiddle around long enough. Let's generate some heat. We'll take it a second. Start at the top. The fire doesn't burn down as well as you'd think. Oh my goodness. I wasn't thinking there. That's all good. It'll get hit that duct tape directly. Let's see what else I want to throw on there. That's a nice little piece. There we go. There, it found it. All right. We'll let that get started, and then I'll see you by the fire. Hey, folks. Well, took some coaxing. That fire's starting to come along. Went and made me another cup of coffee. Sorry, had to put my friend on here. We are on, this is just all up and downhill right here, so just be precautionary. But as always, I always forget to bring something. I forgot to bring my coffee cup, and fortunately, they were out of the huge size of cups, so I got it's just a regular large cup, and it fits in that Keurig just right. I was like, oh, thank the Lord for small favors. Oh, everything is pretty damp. So it did take a little coaxing to get the fire going, but we're doing pretty good now. Well, the temperature out here today, well, as you see, it's gray, it's overcast, but it's in the upper 30s, so Indiana's wacky weather, so it's not bad out at all, really, and there's hardly a breeze to speak of, so it's like dead calm and quiet out here, so that is just so awesome, just peace and quiet. I hear something moving around back through here. Odds are it's probably a squirrel or a raccoon or something, because the way this campground is built, it's put this down, I talk with my hands a lot. It's I don't know what the term to use. It's almost like a little, it's a huge lake, and it almost wraps around the campground. It's almost like a little peninsula that comes out into the lake, and so we've got water on that side, and then it's a good ways, but there's water over there as well. So with that being said, and it's primarily, this whole strip is just dedicated to nature activities and outdoors and camping. Odds are I don't think we're going to see a deer or anything like that. That would be stupendous. That would be awesome, but I don't think so. But other critters possibly. Well, folks, for right now, I am going to kick back and enjoy this coffee, tend to this fire a little bit. It's going. I feel it. It's putting out some heat. But here in a little bit, after I unwind a little bit, we'll get us some dinner going, and then enjoy some more fire time. That's one thing, to interrupt myself, that I've noticed about the winter camping is, to me, one of the big parts of camping is the campfire. And since it's colder out here, or during the summer months, typically you don't start your campfire until it starts getting dusk or dark or something like that. But, it's almost a necessity to have a fire going during the winter months, colder months. So you just get a lot more campfire time, and I'm really enjoying that. I mean, to me, being out here, sitting by the campfire and relaxing, that's just a huge part of why I love doing this. Well, I've chatted on long enough, folks. So you guys, appreciate you coming along on this adventure. I'm going to relax for a little bit and stoke this fire up, and we'll get some dinner going. So appreciate y'all coming along, and we'll be back soon. Take care. Well, I was wrong, folks. There are 4 deer on the next ridge top over there. So hopefully, let's see what we can do. There's one looking right at us. And this thing, oh good Lord, I wish I had a zoom on this thing. Oh, there they go. And I was just saying, oh, there's another one. Yeah, they're all just meandering around over there. All right, let's see if we can sneak up on them. Oh, right there. See their tails? I hope. Yeah, they know I'm here. That's why their tails are up. We're going to push on, though. Guys, I've managed to sneak all the way up to them. I want to try to hold this as steady as I can. That is just amazing. Right now, I was being quiet, now I'm talking so they know I'm here. Deer got really big ears. So we're going to, yeah, there they go. Oh, the one is still staring at us too. No, there she goes. Oh, shoot, there's one over there I didn't even see. We got within 40 yards of them, folks. So I'm going to try to slip over this hill, see if we can get another look at them. So hold on. Oh, shoot. Right when I move, there's another one. I lost sight of it looking at the camera. Crap. These dudes are like a fart in the wind. They will just disappear standing still. Oh, there she is. Here she comes. Two. There she goes. I don't know how many there are. My goodness, it's a small herd. All right, let's try this again. Oh. All right, folks. Oh. That was incredible. Oh my gosh. I'm just sitting here running on at the mouth about, I don't think we're going to see any deer. And a small herd of deer actually came in behind the campsite up that ridge. And hopefully I got some good footage of it. I tried my best. But you noticed, I brought my sleeves down. Actually, for most people don't know this, you see a lot of hunters in the woods and stuff in camo, and I'm a hunter too. So one of the first things I did was I dropped my sleeves down because of all this white and buttoned up a little bit. I'm hot, so I took it back down. But actually, this pattern is not bad as far as camo. For camouflage, you're just looking to break up your pattern, and this does a pretty good job with the light and dark patches. I know, yeah, it's all squares, but it works. But since you won't see it on the channel unless you guys ask, but I am a hunter too. I'm a big hunter. Been out in the woods most of my young and adult life, and that's why I can prepare for the cold a little bit, because I'm used to being out in the woods this time of year and later for extended periods of time. But I was able to, lack of a better term, stealth my way around and get within probably 40 yards of that little herd. And there were more of them than I thought. Those things are hard to spot when they're standing still, believe me. And but once I started talking to the camera, deer got really big ears. They heard me, and it's like, oh, it's time to leave. So hopefully that footage came out great. I'm got my fingers crossed. So I'm gonna, I put more miles on this guy than I intended to today, but I think it was worth it. But I got to find a better one. I mean, there's several times this thing just wants to slide down my britches, and I'm afraid to tighten it up too much and just cut off circulation. So, well, I'll figure it out. So I'm gonna take a break for a little bit, and when I come back, we'll get that dinner going for us all. Appreciate y'all coming along. Take care. All right, everybody, welcome back. We're gonna get dinner started. I had no idea what time of day it was. It's already after 4 o'clock in the afternoon, which means we've got roughly an hour and a half daylight left. So we're gonna get dinner going. Not gonna get overly fancy for dinner. I'm just gonna make basically a giant coney dog. So I've got a hot dog chili sauce. We're going to get this going and get that on the fire. All right, that's good enough. Oh, I filled that thing up better than I thought it would. Okay, place for our trash right now. And I'm using, let's see, oh, here in a second, we're gonna chop up an onion. We'll set that to the side. I'll show you what we got here. I can get it out of the bag. There you go. I picked up some, this is the biggest freaking hot dog I've ever seen. So we can actually, we're gonna fork that dude and cook him over the fire directly. But first we gotta get the sauce, and forgive me, we are, we're downhill here. We are on a slope toward me. Oh my goodness. I have a hard time getting in and out of picnic tables. This was a doozy. Oh. Nice and cold. But anyway, all right, let's go ahead and get that guy sealed up. Way more foil than we need, but that's okay. As long as we get the edges good. There we go, let's set you aside. Now, what I'm gonna do, if I can get to it, is I'm gonna cut up this onion. So we'll be back in a few minutes when I got that done, because it'll take me a little bit. So, be right back. All right, folks, let's see how we did. Everything off the fire now. What I've got here, if I didn't mention earlier, these are actually French rolls I picked up. Ooh, they're a little cold. That's okay. So we're gonna have to open these bad boys up. Not all the way through, but mostly. Nice and soft. There we go. Now, I got this guy done. I've never cooked a hot dog this big. Dude was popping and going bananas in there, I'll tell you what. Now, on top of that, I've got, I like cheese on my hot dogs. This time I just thought, what the heck? I'm gonna use mozzarella cheese. I like mozzarella cheese. We have some Sargento mozzarella cheese. Now let's get some onions on this dude. Now let's hope for the best. We're working on a serious slant, folks. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. Ooh, nice and hot. All right. Pardon it blocking the view there, but like I said, I'm working on a slant here. Maybe you can see a little better if I do that. I've made enough onions so I can have a couple of these dudes, but I think one is going to be fairly sufficient. I'll probably have to eat it with, I'm glad I grabbed a fork, but I have to use that fork. Spoon. Now we'll go for our, oops, keep you warm. Coney sauce here. That's fairly warm. Be careful. All right, you scoot over. Get that. A couple of nice scoops on there. To kind of run down in there a little bit. Probably way too much. That's all right. Oh my goodness, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to bite this thing. Let that sit there for a second, kind of soak in. This is gonna be a mess. But usually the messier it is, the tastier it is. So we hope. But yeah, I may have to tack this with a knife and a fork. It's not too hot. Well, it's coming out the back, that's for sure. All right, let's just do that. Let's just see if we can. There we go. Cut a piece off. Make sure I'm not gonna burn my tongue. Well, that's not bad at all. But I am making a heck of a mess. So eating this thing is going to be interesting. It's getting dark. Wow. That's one sloppy dude. Oh, but it tastes good. I'll give it that. Oh. Well, I'll just give you a... I think I probably could have gone with a narrower bread. But that's what we got, folks. Oh, shoot. It's coming out the back. Get back in there. This is going to be a mess. I mean, kind of like eating spaghetti with your fingers. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to do my best to eat this dude. I was thinking about cooking a second one, but man, this thing's huge. Oh my goodness. Some ideas are better than others, but I'll tell you what, it does taste good. So you folks take care. I'm going to eat dinner, and then we'll chat a little bit more by the fire. You take care. Cheers, folks. I just take advantage of the electric sight. Made myself a nice cup of coffee. It's good and hot too. Oh, nice. But it's starting to get pretty dim out here. I don't know if you get, I'm not sure how these GoPros collect light. Some of the footage I've seen, I was like, wow, that looks dark, but it was pretty light at the time. Yeah. Regardless, it's about, let's see, almost 5:15 p.m. So we've got probably half an hour of daylight left at best. But we've got a decent little fire here. I'm going to stoke it up and enjoy that for a little bit. But oh, that dinner, it was so sloppy. Oh my goodness. But it was good. I'd say it was tasty. Should I attempt that again? I'm going to find, I'm not going to use a French roll. I mean, the bread was good, but there was just way too much bread. And trying to take a bite out of thing. Yeah, I ended up using a knife and fork on it. But it was pretty darn good. And I was pretty hungry, so. But I was right. One was plenty. Whew. There's no way I could have done two of those dudes. Well, I appreciate everybody coming along this far on the adventure. My apologies if the smoke is getting in the way. A lot of control on the wind here. It keeps shifting on us. I mean, it's been blowing pretty much that direction all day, and then now all of a sudden it decides to change. Great. But I'm going to stoke this bad boy up a little bit and enjoy some of this, not so much peace and quiet. I mean, nature's on the ball today, as we saw earlier. I got squirrels running around here, barking and chirping. I got birds going bananas. But those are, to me, those are just sounds I enjoy. A lot better than a car horn or something like that. So, folks, you guys take care, and I'll see you in the morning. Good morning, campers. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing great. Oh my gosh, the peace and quiet from yesterday and this morning. I think a lot of it has to do with the aspect of winter camping. Not a lot of people. Not a lot of people are out. And to that note, we're the only ones in this entire campground. We're the only ones out here. I can't believe it. And don't get me wrong, I don't mind going to campgrounds when there's people and everybody's out camping and having a good time. I mean, I kind of enjoy that too. But just it's just different. I don't know how to put my finger on it. But I'll guarantee you one thing. We saw those deer yesterday, and if we had a campground full of people all hooping and hollering, odds are we wouldn't have seen that. And I'm surprised we saw them at all. Honestly, I wasn't expecting to see anything. Oh, and I was so glad to be proved wrong. Oh, but one thing I do want to do on my ending or closing out today is I want to thank you to my subscribers and everybody else that have been putting comments on the channel. I've had some really good suggestions on there, some really good tips to help me out, and I appreciate every single one of them. I truly do, and thank you so much. But this trip was great. We camped on a hill. Basically, this whole thing's on a slant. So, quick tip for campers. A lot of you are probably already aware of this, but new campers are someone thinking about getting into camping. Maybe coming this spring. This is an optimum time, at least here in Indiana. I can't speak for all states, but here in Indiana, the state parks they're not closed per se, but they're free to get into. You don't have to pay gate fee or anything like that. In the campground's wide open. And like here, I'm going to be doing it. Actually, it's been a long time since I've been to this specific campground, so I'm going to do it myself on the way out. Is I'm going to drive through the entire campground with a little notepad and pen, and I'm going to note what sites are better than others. You know, if I want to make a reservation and come down here, okay, well, this one's nice and level, it's wide, so on and so forth. It's not too close to neighbors, and just for future reference. So here in Indiana, again, this is a good time of year to just go down to, and if anything, you're going to the state park, you're getting out of the house, and you can see what all the facilities offer, because just like any advertisement you see, they're gonna play up their strengths, not necessarily their weaknesses. But you can get a good idea. I mean, like you see a brochure. It's happened to me before. I see, oh, this looks like a pretty neat little campground. Getting down there, and it's crap. Lack of a better term, it's like, what am I doing here? Oh my goodness! Cheers. But folks, it was a great adventure. I had a good time, and I'm just so far just kind of taken aback, amazed at the winter camping and how much I'm enjoying it right now. But then again, I mentioned this before. The weather hasn't turned to crap yet. I mean, we've had some nights below freezing, and but weather-wise this time it was just gray as all get out. But the temperatures aren't too bad. But here in a few weeks, it's all going to change, I'm pretty sure. We're going to start getting that snow and ice that Indiana is notorious for, so we'll see how it goes from there. But as of now, mark my words, I'm really enjoying this first go around of winter camping. So, you folks, again, appreciate every one of you out there. And you take care, and as always, I'll see you soon.